So this is why we hunt. Not for the antlers on the wall, but for this right here, elk steak tacos. Elk steak, cooked right, thinly sliced, and turned into tacos for the family. If you've got elk or other venison in your freezer, I'm gonna show you exactly how I do this. This elk came from the Coast Range of the Pacific Northwest. We hunt Roosevelt elk. This is one of the recipes we use that turns it into something delicious for the family. When you want to have guests over and want to impress people with wild game, this is a great recipe to use and everyone's gonna like it. For this recipe, we're gonna make a homemade seasoning. 1 tablespoon of kosher salt, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of paprika, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, 1.5 teaspoons of fresh cracked black pepper, 1.5 teaspoons of red pepper flakes, 1 teaspoon of chili pepper, 1.5 teaspoons of dried cilantro or oregano, and a 1/2 teaspoon of cumin. I'm gonna just mix this all together. Now, if you were not gonna pre-salt the steak, what you wanna do is you wanna add 2 tablespoons of kosher salt to this mix, but I'm gonna pre-salt the steak and let it sit in the fridge. We're gonna use Roma tomatoes, jalapeno sliced up, cilantro, and some onions. Keeping it real simple. All right, we're gonna use some Mexican cheese called cotija. You could also use feta if you want to substitute for that, but this is pretty good cheese. I wear contacts, so I'm gonna use something else to touch this jalapeno with, because trust me, if you wear contacts and you stick your fingers in your eyes after cutting a jalapeno, it hurts. So I'm just gonna cut the guts and seeds out. That'll make it less spicy. I like spicy, but some people don't. If you don't want spicy, don't put these in. But I like to have them in, gives an extra zing. Got some red onion. I'm not gonna take much because there's not a whole bunch of us eating this tonight. And cut some cilantro. I've got some beautiful pieces of elk here. Just amazing color. Not a lot of fat in these. We've got some silver skin that I'm gonna trim off, and then I'm going to slice against the grain into thin strips. It turns out real nice. I'm gonna try to not waste too much of this, but sometimes you do, but you wanna create a nice product. At least I do. More people eat it if it's a good product. Trim that up. And just start slicing. I like these nice thin strips. Just want to take some kosher salt, salt that real nicely. Mix that in there. I'll tenderize it even more. Mix that up. We can set this in the fridge as long as we need to. I don't put the seasoning on first because there's sugar in it and I want it to burn the meat. So what I do is I cook it just as is with salt, and then when I take it out, then I season it at the very end, and then you're not having burning happening. Okay, they're all done. I'm gonna get tortilla, do a little bit of sour cream. Take some steak in there. Do a couple of onions. Tomatoes. Piece of avocado. Cilantro. A little jalapeno. And the cheese. Tortilla. I don't know how to say it exactly, but it's good. A little hot sauce. Alright. It's so good. Fresh. No gaminess whatsoever. Doesn't work with any meat. It's particularly good with elk, especially elk you drag out of there. Well, if you like this stuff, please like and subscribe. And stay tuned for more stuff. We've got lots more cooking coming. We like to eat all the game that we harvest. We like to not let anything go to waste. If this helps you out to know something to eat your own meat, then give us a like. Wow. Alright, come get your food.